I'm going to give you some key elements to a successful speed training program. To make it easy to find your way through a speed training program, we've broken it down into themes of training, and that's very important so everything links together. Warm up and lead up tend to stay about the same, but we want to make sure that we address all the facets of speed. Here's how it looks. We're going to do the first day always what we call 0 to 10 training. That's going to be focusing on those first 3 steps. If you have a bad first step, you're already behind. Just ask the guys in the Olympics on the start, or the defensive back who's not ready to follow that receiver. We want to make sure that your first 3 steps are blistering. Day 2, we get into a little more of our change of direction because speed translates to quickness. And so what we need to have is a good change of direction. So we work on the balance aspect of it, a foot position, and how to keep the body upright when you're running fast in multi directions. Our third day of the week is what we call 0 to 30. We've gotten out of the start. We have a good 3-step takeoff. Now we're going to get into the full sprint, and we hit it about 30 yards so we can get back and do it again and not run so far down we're walking back to recover. So 0 to 30 is about as important of a day as you'll see. And when we get back into the 4th day, we're going to look at our sport-specific as possible change of direction. So there's really only so many ways to run forward, backpedal, shuffle, crossover, but they come in different forms per sport, and we try to package that so each athlete feels like they're getting the speed and quickness for their sport that they came to get. 5th day of the week, we're not running. We're going to take off and just focus on the weight training, which has a hefty lower body lift. And then for those that are able to, we are on the track on Saturday. We go on out so we can get out to the 100 meter, 110 yards, and open that speed up that we worked on all week. If that 6th day is not available to you, you just start squeezing it down, and you can get on the track on Friday. It's available because we don't have a specific speed workout planned on Friday. It's just a day dedicated to lifting. Go ahead and take your athletes to the track and do that longer sprint. You might be thinking that, Coach King, that all sounds pretty good, but when do we get a break? Well, the weekend is a good time. If you're not in a program that does 6 days a week, that's a benefit. You definitely get the 7th day off. That's I think, a must. If there are days of the week where the athletes start to get heavy-legged, it's going to be on the change of direction days, day 2 and 4. So if you need a break from the running, pick it on day 2 and 4. Secondly, if you get into the program several weeks and you can see some heavy legs, just you cut back on the reps. The distances stay set. So if we have 0 to 30, we're going to run on out, but we're going to cut the reps back. So a lot of coaches, and this is a very seriously delicate problem, you don't feel like every time your athletes are with you, you have to do some grinding conditioning. I see that too many times where the speed training is diluted with conditioning. If you do it right and you are doing high speed training, you're going to get conditioned. The sport conditioning we build in as it comes up in the seasonal training, that is off-season summer. Now, for those of you that are looking at this video and thinking, well, that all sounds great, but I don't have the resources, I don't have the know-how, I don't have the equipment. Well, let me just tell you what, none of us did in the beginning. Our first ladder were paint sticks that we got free from Home Depot. So we're not talking about we rolled out the magic carpet the first day we started training, but when we heard about ladder drills in the very early days, paint sticks were the answer. And let me just say that there's nothing like a good batch of red Solo cups to help you replace your cones as long as you don't have a big wind going on. And so you can always turn them over and put rocks in them, but if red Solo cups and a stick across, you are good to go. So I want to encourage everybody to, number one, if you don't have the equipment, you can adapt. Number two, if you don't have the equipment or the resources of any kind like that, these videos and working in space with an individual will go a long way to making them better if you will follow the instructions that we're providing to make them faster. And we think we've covered everything you need to know at kingsportstraining.com.